The pink room. The sunlight streamed through the lace curtains, casting golden patterns across the pastel pink walls. Everything in the room was soft and delicate, too perfect as if untouched by time. Tayana stood in front of the vanity, dressed in a pink dress that clung to her like a second skin. Her auburn hair cascaded down her back, and a faint smile played on her lips. She looked serene, almost angelic, but her green eyes told a different story. This wasn't her room. She ran her fingers over the antique vanity, its polished surface smooth under her touch. The perfume bottles, the little trinket boxes, the perfectly placed photograph of a smiling girl. It all seemed too personal, too intimate, yet none of it belonged to her. Tayana leaned closer to the mirror, tilting her head as if trying to see someone else in her reflection. Her smile faltered for a moment. "Who were you?" she murmured, her voice barely audible. She had found the house by chance, or perhaps it had found her. A long walk down an unfamiliar road, a glimpse of pink curtains through the trees, and an unlocked door. She had stepped inside, drawn to the warmth of the sunlight spilling into the hallway. The bedroom had been waiting for her, as if it knew she was coming. Tayana reached for a small music box on the vanity. She wound it carefully, the mechanism clicking softly, and a delicate melody filled the air. It was hauntingly beautiful, a tune she couldn't place but somehow knew. As the music played, she sat on the edge of the bed, the air around her growing heavier. Her gaze wandered to the photograph on the vanity. The girl's face was familiar, almost like her own, but not quite. Tayana stood abruptly, her heartbeat quickening. The room wasn't just perfect, it was a trap. Every detail whispered of a life she didn't remember, of memories that weren't hers. She reached for the curtains, pulling them aside to let more sunlight flood in, but the view outside made her breath catch in her throat. There was no road, no trees, only a vast, empty meadow, stretching endlessly under a pale sky. Her reflection in the mirror caught her eye again. This time, the smile was gone. "Tayana," she whispered to herself, but the voice that replied wasn't her own. "You've always been here."